Congratulations on starting your free Sprocket trial. Let's get started to install Sprocket within your own SharePoint tenancy. Let's download these two files so that we can upload them into our app catalog. Now we can click on the view documentation link, which will take you off to this installing Sprocket. So you can go and follow these instructions step by step, or you can go along at the same pace as me. So we've got our two files now. So what I want to do is I want to go and open up the SharePoint Admin Center. So to access that, I need to be a SharePoint admin. So I'm going to head off to the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Click on Show All and head off to the SharePoint Admin Center. Then I will click on More Features and head off to the SharePoint App Catalog by clicking on Open. So bring up the App Catalog, and this is where we want to drag and drop our package files that we downloaded from the Sprocket Management app. So I want to upload, and I'll upload the Sprocket 365 one first. Doesn't matter which one you upload first. You do need to upload them individually and not at the same time. So we'll do that first one. This one's about 7 megs, so it might take 20 seconds or so to upload. And then we're presented with this prompt. It's telling us about the application and also that this application utilizes Microsoft Graph and more specifically these particular API endpoints. So given that we're going to upload another file, we won't approve those just yet. So in the next step, we'll need to skip that step. I'll explain more in a moment. And then from an app availability perspective, do we want Sprocket to be available on all sites, or do we just want to only enable this for now but not deploy it to all the sites? Today I'm going to deploy it to all sites. We want every site to have access to Sprocket. If you wanted to install it site by site, we do have some documentation on our website under Advanced Guides installing Sprocket on an individual site. So you can go and follow that one. We're not covering that off in this video today. So heading back into here, we're going to enable this to all sites. Let's click on Enable. Okay, now that's been enabled, it's telling us about that we need to approve access to the app so it's worked as designed, which is those API permissions that it was talking about earlier. So there's a nice handy link to go and access the APIs to approve those. But given that we've got another package file to upload, I'll just do that later. And so we've uploaded the Sprocket 365 package. We also need to upload that library package file, the one that we downloaded earlier. So I'm uploading that one and follow the exact same steps. And we'll also enable this to work on all sites as well. And this time we can use the helpful button to go off to the API access page to go and see those API requests and to grant approval for those. Here's the API request, so we can see those requests coming up under pending requests. So I need to go through. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to multiple select, which is very annoying. Let's click these one by one and click on approve. So we check the box, click the approve button, and then approve again. So that's one done. I'm going to fast track this. Okay, the APIs are approved. So now Sprocket is fully deployed. The APIs are approved. I can head over to my communication site, which is just a brand new vanilla site that I created earlier. And I'm going to reload this page. And what we'll see is that we now have the Sprocket entry button showing in the bottom left-hand corner. And this tells us that Sprocket has been installed successfully. So I can click on this icon. I've got the settings around Sprocket, and I can also click on the About page to go and see more about my particular subscription and the installed version that I have, with some helpful links off to documentation and the website. So now we're ready to start using the web parts. So if I was to edit the page and click on the plus and do a search for Sprocket, we'll see all the different Sprocket web parts that are available for us to use. Enjoy and have a play around. Thanks so much for trialing Sprocket.